What's up, guys? It's Phone Finds episode 84. Now, this video is very long overdue. I have, not made a video in several weeks. I have gotten fines in all of those weeks except one, so this is going to be a longer one than usual, and I have something that is definitely jackpot worthy, actually the best, not Jolly, the best. It's the best thing in my entire collection now, so wait till the end, I guess. This will be one worth watching, but all of my videos are worth watching. If you disagree, you should unsubscribe right now because that's just really disrespectful. My videos past 2019 are no, my videos past 2019 and 2018 aren't worth watching though, unless you want to die of cringe. But let's get on with it. This is the worst find, I guess. I can't exactly remember the model number or the name of this phone. I just remember it's by HTC and it's branded as an O2 phone in the UK. I just remember it's a Windows Mobile thing. This is supposed to be an Internet Explorer logo, but it's faded. It's on T-Mobile. It has a Sanyo battery. This thing is just old. It's a slider phone too. This thing does not work, unfortunately. I think it's just a bad battery because everything inside looks fine, but I don't even know if they even make batteries for this thing anymore. I remember this and two other things in this video come from a different Target, one I very rarely go to. So this came from there. Let's get on with I guess you could say, the second worst find. This is a Huawei Ascend Y. This is my first Huawei phone. This came from the AT&T bin that I go to annually. Well, not annually, every month or so. This thing works fine. It's just really old and basically just a paperweight. There is nothing you can do with this thing because it runs freaking Android Gingerbread. You really can't do anything with Gingerbread anymore. So yeah, it's practically useless and it's just a decoration. But yeah, it's cool. It's my first Huawei phone. Weird to find a track phone in my AT&T bin, but I bet it's because the Target bin at the mall that has this AT&T is completely full. So people just you know what, I'm just putting my garbage in there, which is honestly completely fair. They don't want to just throw it out the wrong way. At least they put it in a recycling bin and all. Yeah, neat little thing. Tiny phone, that's for sure. What else is next? I guess I'll show this. This is an iPhone 4S. It's a white one. I forget how much space it has, but we're going to find out. In really nice shape, except for the bottom that still needs cleaned. Yep, turn on. Oh, Telegram notifications. Yeah, I haven't bothered really setting this one up besides putting a few apps on it because it's hard to do these days because you really can't do much with these iPhone 4s or 4Ss. This is a 4S if I remember right. I think it's a 4S. Does it have a SIM card slot? Yeah, it does. It's a 4S. Let's see. Yep, it's a 16 gig. Yep, it's on Verizon, latest iOS version. Funny enough, the case that came on this phone, this came from the AT&T bin as well. Not only is it a Steelers case and a Coors Light case, but it has a freaking beer opener just built into it, which I think is remarkable. I cannot believe I've never seen this before. This thing doesn't really have the smell anymore, but when I first got it, it just smelled like cigarettes and just bar. It clearly has been in a lot of bars, but this, judging by the looks and what's on it, that does not surprise me at all, especially this being on there. Yeah, this thing was super dirty when I first got it, which, again, also isn't surprised. It still needs kind of a clean on the bottom. I don't like how dirty that is. I don't like having dirty phones. It just makes me uncomfortable. Yep, just another iPhone 4S to add to the pile. Many I have already. After that is this Galaxy S3. Just came from... Where did this come from? Oh, this came from the AT&T bin as well. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It was just disgusting when I first got it. The coffee would spill on the back of it, but that is fine now. It has this little case with a floral design on it. It's a US cellular one. This thing works perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it unless you count burn-in as being a problem, but honestly, this phone is it's 9 years old. Having burn-in is completely just expected at this point, so yeah, it's not terrible. You can't notice it on camera too much. You can only really notice it in super light backgrounds, but yeah, not a big deal to me. It's just another S3 to have, which is cool. We're beginning to have a lot of these. I think I might have at least one on every carrier now. Wait, no, every U.S. carrier except T-Mobile. Other than that, I have them all. Yep, that's not a whole lot to say. I'll take the cover off of it, I guess, because it's not too difficult. Well, it's difficult to do one-handed, so I'm just not. Just take my word for it that it's a U.S. cellular one, I guess. Next line to show, these two. These are Motorola Droid Minis, I believe. These both came from that same Target I don't go to often. They both work. It's the black one's in better shape than the white one because this one is not cracked at all, and the other one is cracked. I don't know if they were owned by the same person or they knew each other or what, or, significant other situation, but yeah, one's cracked and the other isn't. Go to the home screen. Yep. Oh, I guess I wasn't finished setting this one up. Oh well. Let's see how much space is on this one. And also what the name of it is, because I kind of forget. Oh, yep, I was right. It's an Android. It's a Motorola Droid Mini. It's let's do hardware information. 16 gigs, not terrible. Yeah, it's a neat little phone. It reminds me of the it kind of reminds me of the Razer M, but I believe these are older or newer. I can't remember. They're like basically the same phone though. They feel like virtually the same to hold. Similar back. The back reminds me of the Droid Ultra, but that's probably the point. Actually, those are old finds. I've had those since like 2019. Move those to the side. This is an iPhone 6. I got this from... I'm going to be honest. I don't remember. I think it came from the AT&T bin. Pretty sure it did, but not a lot of confidence. I just can't remember for sure. I can't turn this one on camera because it has very bad battery problems. Like, the battery in this thing is garbage. Like, there's something completely wrong with it because if you put it on the charger, it'll boot loop for a while, then think it's on 100%, and when you take it off, the phone starts lagging like crazy and then just shuts off. It's FMI on, which is not a surprise. A lot of iPhone 6s from bins seem to be, but it doesn't have a passcode, and Apple Coomers, this is going to make you guys mad. It's on iOS 10, and you can access the stuff, but, as soon as you connect it to the internet, it'll probably become locked. But yeah, just kind of whatever. It being on iOS 10, it's just like, it was like cool for maybe half a second, then I stopped caring considering I can't use the thing. It's in good shape physically though. I could use this to, parts phone if I really wanted to. I can make my damaged 6, actually no, the thing's bent and broken, so never mind. Yep, just another iCloud locked iPhone 6. Got too many of these. Similar vein to the 6. This is an iPhone 6s Plus. This I did not get from any bins. This came from like my best friend, so seriously, thank you for giving me this. This was their old phone. The weird thing is, this thing worked fully when I got it. Now it's not turning on, and it sat on the charger for many hours, and it's still not doing anything, which is really strange. It basically just died in my hands. Yeah, it's not doing anything. I was told the battery life was bad on this phone, but from the little bit I used it before, it was decent. Yeah, I got this thing weeks ago. It used to work. I do not know what the issue is at all. It came with a case, with like a clear case, but I took it off because it didn't really be on there. Yeah, this thing's FMI off, as you'd expect. Was my friend, so they took their iCloud off of it. They gave me another phone too, which I will show later. These two bring back some memories. I got these both from my regular Target. They're both LG G4s. They've got the leather back. This one's on, this one's not. This one doesn't have a battery. It had a battery, but it was bloated, so I immediately took it out. This one's battery was fine. The weird thing is, it has a Verizon back, yet when you turn it on, it says Sprint. Do not know what the deal is with that. I guess I just got a random replacement. This thing works fine, which is shocking. A G4 working fine in 2021. I thought all of these have died by now. Mine died 8 months after getting it. I don't know which version this is. Like, I don't know which serial number. Like, I don't know if it's under the fixed ones or what. I'll have to check off the camera, but I've basically been babying this phone because I really do not want it to start boot looping. It hasn't gotten really that warm, but I've barely used it, so that could be why. Yep, as you can see, LG G4, the legendary broken phone. Such a shame. I remember when my main phone was one of these. It was such a nice phone for the 8 months it worked. You will always be remembered, old LG G4. Really like the leather back on this. It's nice that I found the leather backed ones of all things, because these are just, they're cool. They have a unique look to them, and I forgot how nicely they fit in the hand and how good the screen is. Just, such a good phone for a time. If only it were built better. Now this next thing might make you go like crazy, but you gotta wait. You gotta save it for the next thing because I'll show it. Oh yeah, that's an iPhone 10. My best friend also gave me this. The story with this phone is really weird. Like, they just found it on their porch. It was just on their porch one day. And it originally had a case on it, but it was like some pink glitter case. I hate glitter cases, so I immediately took that off and threw it in the bin. I'm pretty sure those are fire hazards, too. Anyway, it was just on their porch. It had a SIM card in it, and they tried contacting the original owner. Nothing. No response. Like, they tried contacting them multiple times. Tried texting them, tried calling them. Nothing. No response at any point. No never answered voicemails. So it's just really bizarre. But yeah, the unfortunate thing is, you can probably tell because it has a private stuff on the lock screen. It's FMI on. I can't use this thing at all, and I'm not gonna reset it because it'll just become iCloud locked. It's in really good shape though, so it's a shame. I guess I could use this as a parts phone, but I don't see myself finding another iPhone 10 anytime soon. Yeah, I'm keeping it though, even though it's practically useless. Cool to have one though. These are kind of an uncommon find, I think. And, just nice to hold. Feels well built. Okay, now you guys can go crazy because you think that's cool. On a similar vein, yes, your eyes do not deceive you. This is an iPhone 11. It's the black one, or gray, whatever you want to call it. You can see the camera bump. It's real. It's a real iPhone 11. Let's turn it around. Oh my god, it really is 1:01 in the morning. Swipe to unlock. I just unlocked it. Does that mean what you think it means? Yes, it does. I actually found an iPhone 11 in my regular Target bin, just FMI off, 64 gigs, not stolen, not blacklisted. It's clean and good. I don't know why someone threw this away. Like, seriously, it just blows my mind that this was in there, because there's nothing wrong with it. Like, it's mint. It is mint. There is not a scratch on the thing anywhere. I haven't been able to find a scratch on it. Like, it's so clean. It has a perfectly applied screen protector. You might have noticed it there. You can see the Face ID working. Face ID does work. I tested it. It's not a replacement. It even came with this case. Kind of a glittery one. Don't like it. Don't even need it. But yes, I really did find an iPhone 11. This is my best phone in my entire collection now, and obviously my best iPhone. What software is it running? It's on iOS 15. Now, the weird thing with this one is when I first got it, I was expecting it to have a bunch of stuff on it, and I was like, oh, it's probably lost or something, and they just don't know how to, do the thing. But no, when I got it, there was nothing on it at all. Like, it was unlocked. I could swipe up, and there was nothing on the phone. No apps, no pictures, no texts. It wasn't even signed into an iCloud account at all. So it's like they just deleted... Oh, excuse me. They just deleted everything and just threw it in there. I do not know why they did that at all. But I still reset it for good measure because Apple Coomers, I mean, if you're really doing that over an iPhone 11, just stop. Just no more. You're done. You're done. But yeah, I'm still in shock that I'm like actually have this phone because these things are still worth a lot. Like when I was on the bus home, I keep, like today, I saw a bunch of people maining iPhone 11s, which just tells me how modern this phone still is and how much it's worth. But am I going to sell it? No, I'm not going to. I just got this. I'm not selling it. Don't even ask. You're not gonna get it. But yeah, this thing is awesome. I'm really glad to have it. I'm sure I'm not an iPhone user, but I mean, come on, this is such a good find. I mean, seriously, it's like barely 2 years old. Like it's only turned 2 years old, like what, a few months ago? Barely. Yeah, amazing find. 100 out of 10. That's like the best thing I've ever gotten from my local Target. But yeah, let me just line these all up as best I can, except this. Okay, so yeah, in the few weeks I haven't made a video, this is what I've got. The iPhone 11 I just got yesterday. And I remember, like, it was just such a good thing that I got it because I remember when I went to the bin, it had clearly just been emptied not too long ago. There was not much in there besides a few ink carts and a computer keyboard of all things. And I'm so glad I checked into the computer keyboard. Otherwise, I would have not have seen it. And also, just thank you to the people who work in my local Target because I've mentioned it before and I'll mention it again. They leave the bin unlocked for me. Like they've said it before. They do it for me. And if it was not unlocked, I would not have been able to move the keyboard and see the phone because the iPhone 11 was underneath the keyboard. And I remember as soon as I saw it, like I couldn't tell what it was. It's like, oh wow, that looks very much all screen. And I was just like, I quickly turned around the back. Not this. I can't even tell them apart. Whoops. I just turned around the back, just immediately just walked out. I was like, oh my god. I was in shock. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. I think that's all I have to say for now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed.